finals. Drum roll, please. This is a really good matchup. This is the unstoppable force of BRZENK versus.
Honestly, I think it might even be the opposite.
You think Neko's done? Yeah. I do see what you mean. BRZENK's play is so nice to watch. It's so sort of low risk and it's flat. That's the kind of thing I see from BRZENK. It's just he's always very flat. It means that there's always ways down and he's never too committed in any one direction on the board. So it's very hard to put him into a position where he really has to like put a stack on one side or make big commitments that can often like be losing.
Like when you think about flashy or stylish gameplay, a lot of the times you'll see like contentious decisions that just end up like working out, and that's always amazing to see. But when things are so optimal, I think they loop back around into being flashy, and Mally has definitely reached that point in their gameplay.
Yeah, I really love how he uses all spins to flatten his stack. Like it's very smart because it's like multi-purpose. You're building surge while also making your board cleaner and making your position safer. It's very optimal decision making.
Neko's actually playing really clean right now as well. Mally had a Biss drop, so Neko now has an opportunity to punish. Unfortunately, does not have the material to do so, but they do still have the board state advantage. Unfortunately, not able to find that 4-surge threshold, so we are just going to return back to neutral.
BRZENK he has a strong start here. He's come off to a strong start, and Neko, who does seem quite like a momentum player, I think he will need to get some points quickly just to feel like he's in the match. Otherwise, I think it could just get away from him. To see.
Perhaps.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, there we go.
Already they've been playing pretty well. I think mental isn't even like in the question right now.
You don't need to, interesting. So if I lose some like at the start of a set that I think that I've made a stupid mistake, I can me and then see if your opponent notices that and then capitalizes on it, then it can just go from bad to worse and you can end up filling and using some points stupidly. But I don't think, Neko does seem quite mentally strong. I don't think he's going to be so at risk of that, but we'll have to see because
that's
so finals where the pressure's already high.
It's going to be a really tough down stack, finding some T-spins to make sure they have enough canceling. But Mally has that mech shape going into that 6-3, very nice wall transfers. Neko finally gets to the sliver of clean, still trying to make their way down, and they're finally somewhere normal. But they are still dealing with the impending doom that is this 14 surge from Mally.
But BRZENK, he couldn't use that surge in combination with the spike, so he had to just send it on its own, but which didn't kill, but then it did so much pressure on Neko's board that Neko died from it.
Yeah, you always want to make sure you're sending your surge with something, but that was one of the few times where it was completely fine to send it by itself. And Neko not able to get a surge to cancel. They are getting their dependencies, like, given to them very gracefully. Yeah, the Q absolutely loves Neko right now.
BRZENK had to break surge then, but just kind of hands it a little bit to Neko, hands the advantage to Neko, but Neko doesn't kill, so now it's back to neutral.
Other thing, we love seeing the big surges, but I think the mini surges that actually end up contributing to the momentum shifts are also really impressive. Because you really have to show some restraint to not breathe while also knowing when it's actually a good time to not press the advantage.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to find out how many of those the smaller surges are sent intentionally and not just because they're choosing to save rather than risk for a higher surge. There are situations where, like, even spending a 4 or 5 surge will, it's hard to recognize that at the moment.
Because, like, even though damage is good offensively and defensively, like the exact equal, the position just offsets it so much. Sometimes just so much better to do it one way than the other, and recognizing which is going to separate the good from the best.
Yeah. These speeds, it can be challenged to be totally aware of, like, your opponent's forward state, but these players will be glancing, and they'll have an idea, even if they're not, like, super screen watching, which I know some players don't do.
Yeah, because to get to this level of play, you don't even need to, like, fully screen watch necessarily, but, like, the flow of gameplay is just so ingrained into your mind, where you can kind of just figure out, like, oh, I haven't received in a while, they're probably doing a big upstack, let me start preparing. Or, yeah, they have a lot of cheese on my board, which means they probably have a nice surge if I don't even see it at the top of my screen. A lot of, just micro adjustments that can be made off of just what's happening on your own stack.
Lots of it becomes quite intuitive as you're playing. It's like a sense rather than anything you know for sure.
Very nice early surge break from Neko there, and too many dependencies on Mali's side. Neko has taken a second point. Cracks in the momentum starting to form. Can you
this is good. This is good to see, because if it was one-sided, I think, you know, that wouldn't be as entertaining as it could be. So it's nice that Neko's making this a bit of an even battle rather than just being destroyed.
Listen, we're biased in the favor of a good match, alright?
Yeah, exactly. We want the action. We want the drama, the tension, not just, oh,
bars.
Manazeski's won 11-1.
Oh no! Very bad misdrop from Neko. Mali's gonna get a pretty nice surge advantage here. Neko's definitely gonna have to get the force surge, able to find it. They are gonna need to pop it here for canceling. And even though it would not have killed them if they didn't get it, they would be so high on the board to where they would be extremely limited in their options afterwards. Looking for another force surge, they're gonna find it. Mali is matching and exceeding right now. It's a nice ball transfer. PC! Insane that Neko's in a position to even find that. Gets a pretty swaggy DT, but that's gonna compromise a lot of their board state.
That surge by Mali was very well maintained. He was incorporating T-spin triples, a lot of good, like, skims, all spins where you're planning your stack. It was good, but the surge didn't kill per se, but it did definitely heavily to that winning that point.
Oh no, the TP's misdrop.
Neko's got to really find a higher gear here because he is getting outclassed.
They're gonna need to find something. And honestly, I can't think of anything just by watching.
I wonder if slowing down a bit would help, because it's very hard to do against a player like Manazeski.
I think it will. I think whenever you're confused and don't know what to do, slowing down usually helps you see a bigger picture, because then you see exactly what the problem is. It's like, oh, am I not setting enough pressure? Am I having bad down stacks? Like, what exactly is it? Even if you do lose the round, it's very nice information to have. Because right now, Mali has just been getting very nice wall transfers. They've been accepting just about all of the clean. But that was a very nice timing from Neko there.
Yeah, that was well jumped on by Neko.
Like you mentioned it earlier in the set, that it's very hard to be aware at speed, which is why slowing down helps so much. But Mali is one of those players who is not only one of the rare players who can check Neko on a sheer speed basis, but is also just constantly aware of what's going on. Like, yeah, just about always.
Yeah, he's a very cerebral player, and he thinks his decisions are very smart, but also made at high speed, so it's very hard to overcome combination.
Like, the decision not to get the 4 threshold there was actually really good from Mali, because they would have supremely compromised their board state for the next engagement. Oh my, Neko within a single line of living and dying, hugely dependent, gets what they need, but that's still not going to be enough.
This is could be wrapping up soon if Neko doesn't pull out some second
Neko
wind.
currently playing at a deficit of half of the score this late into the set. It's gotta be extremely scary, but gotta keep it pushing.
It's not outside of the realm's possibility. Like Neko can just go into that low state where he's playing super well, but he's got to really find it soon.
Definitely no doubts there. Nice 8 combo down stack from Mally there. Surprising that's not gonna cheese up Neko too hard. So Neko does have a nice amount of clean to play around. Mally's positioned pretty well. This early surge break is actually gonna be just fine. It's gonna cancel them as a... We're approaching disadvantage there, whereas now it's just gonna be at neutral as they find the 4 surge. Ooh, the pre-cancel was good, but it's still not enough.
Malaseski, he was playing a little bit dangerous there. He wanted to keep a surge going, but made some dependencies and got punished for it.
Yeah, Mally is not able to find the 4 surge threshold there. Not a good enough board state to even think about pushing it. And oh my, Neko got everything they needed right here. Oh, that OP's misdrop!
That could have been a bigger surge, but he had to end it.
Yeah.
Mally's
literally in
here.
B position to capitalize, but one misdrop is all it takes to turn the situation on its head. At the very least, I didn't initially kill them. Hopefully they don't die to follow, but yeah, that eyepiece misdrop is going to be nailing the coffin there.
It's a long road back, but it's not possible. It can be put down. Opener by Neko, I always love seeing it. It's so polluted, but it really works in building up surge and keeping the pressure, keeping the damage.
Neko, these dependencies are insane, but you do get the full spike off. It's very well timed.
That's a nice round by Neko.
It's a nice score line too.
Yeah. Neko needs to just keep that up. He needs to keep in that frame of mind of thinking he's not a god. He's just he can bleed. I've just got to keep at it.
This is a very explosive round start from both players right now. As the dust is settling, Neko is going to have the surge lead, trying to maintain it to the best of their ability. Mally actually doesn't have the most malleable board state right now, and Neko notices popping immediately, now within only 2 points of the opposition.
This is the kind of tension that we wanted to see. This is getting close, edge of your seat.
Yes, this is the momentum that Neko has been looking for. Mally gonna take a much more neutral start here, just going into the initial 6-3, trying to play off of their good well-transfer game. And now Neko's gonna be the one extremely dependent, having the eyepiece, but that is not a quad, it is not adequate cancels, and that is match point Mally.
Tournament point, this is high stakes. Neko's got to really think through this next round and not start off with a misdrop like he's done.
Normal room for error. Need to take 4 points in a row, and then some, because Deuce is on.
Malaseski's got to just stay calm here, stay cool, because when you're on tournament point, you can often let the gravity kind of does weird things to your head, but you just got to keep composed.
I love the immediate surge break from Neko there. They were definitely not in a position to actually leverage that into a kill spike, so getting the cheese on the board for positional stake was really good. Now they're extremely dependent. They get the cancel down stack combo. Very nice tank from Mally, but it did cost an eyepiece. They end up wasting another one too. This is a very greedy maneuver. But it's gonna put some more cheese onto Neko's board, who misdrops twice, including the eye.
Does, but
the snowball could be right here. Ooh, there it is.
All she wrote. Malaseski with the dub, with the tournament win.
Very well played
into
from
his
both
collection.
players.
Yeah, that was really good. That was closer than it seemed like it would be from the start. So like that was great that Neko could fight his way back and make it competitive. But Malaseski proved too strong, too fierce an opponent.
Yeah. Mally is going to remain the Titan, but Neko impressively getting the second place finish and then taking 7 rounds off of Mally. That is a really nice performance.
Yeah, and as 4th seed, that's a really good run by Neko. Like, he's going to be really pleased with that. Even though he didn't
Extremely.
win, he's very much overperformed in terms of the expectation for the tournament. So that was really, really good tournament by him.